A lot of gamers seem to think that it's completely fair that Valve takes a 30% cut on games sold through Steam, because Steam is an awesome platform and provides a ton of features that make the experience better for gamers. That part is absolutely true. No one is going to dispute that Steam is a fantastic platform. That said, being an indie developer myself, I'd like to give you a perspective shift. Imagine an indie developer sells $5 million worth of their game on Steam. People love it, and it's a great game, so obviously they'd like to play a sequel, or another game made by that developer. So what is 30% of $5 million? Well, if we bring up the calculator here, 5 million times 0.3 gives us $1.5 million. Now let's imagine that Valve were only taking a 15% royalty. We divide 1.5 million by 2 because 15 is half of 30, and we get $750,000. That would mean an extra $750,000 going directly to the developer of the game that you love. That's enough money to pay 3 programmers $120,000 a year for 2 years. Or for a solo developer to pay for all of their living expenses and even outsource artists to create unique assets for their game for 7 years. So what does Valve make every month taking 30% of all games sold through Steam? Well, we can only make an estimate, but let's do some research. We'll search for PC game sales 2023. So this says $39.6 billion in revenue for the entire year of 2023. Okay, so now what percentage of the PC market is on Steam? 50 to 70%. So 36.9 billion, and we multiply that by 0.6 to get 60%, because it's between 50 and 70. And then we divide this number by 12 to see that Valve is generating billions of dollars per month in revenue. That's insane. So $750,000 isn't even a drop in the bucket for Valve. But it's an Olympic-sized swimming pool worth of money to a small studio or a solo dev. If Valve actually cared about indie developers, they'd drop their cut. But the reality is they don't care. They give breaks to billion-dollar corporations like Ubisoft, EA, or Activision, but indie developers pay 30%. Unless, of course, you sell more than 50 million, then they reduce their cut by 10%. So maybe it's time we stand up for indie developers and demand that Valve takes a smaller cut.